Today's a good day, never know, never know when the next one will show, it'll show. So I'ma sing my soul, I'ma sing my soul. Today's a good day, never know, never know when the next one will show, it'll show. So I'ma sing my soul, I'ma sing my soul. Yeah. So I'ma sing my soul, I'ma sing my soul. I'm alright.
Won't you say you depend on the weather?
My sunshine.
It's a buzz in the light I'll be singing out.
I know it's hard to believe me. It's a good day. I'm alright. I'm alright. I think that I'm alright. It's a good day.
Yeah. One day. Ay, ay, yeah. I get it poppin', you know that it's lit. Just getting started, they know when to quit. I get to talking, they notice the flow. Keep it real holy, I got 'em like whoa. Spirit is on me, you know it's no cap. My God, he got me, you know that's a fact. I'm about that action, I do this with passion. I got 'em like whoa, who is she? Huh? Whoa. Who you know been like this? I've been chillin', y'all forgot that I can spit like this. Every record know I'm making hits like this. Keep it honest, you know homie 116 that click. Huh? Who you know the flow like this? But they always got the load up in the mix, no biz. Rapping, don't forget about the gold, don't miss. I ain't doing this to me, it's about the souls, that's it. Yeah. I keep it real, Harley been rapping since Stony at lunch, she was hitting them flows. Ay. Your girl about her business, I got bills to pay, so go stack up your bands for a show. Ay. Remember them people that told me that I would be nothing, no boy, is you wrong? Ay. They sing my song, that L turned to B with a twist like it's Louis Vuitton. Ay. I'm not the same, nobody can say they put me on. Yeah. It's only God that keeping me through this marathon. I run the race, then later I'm passing the baton. This world is not my home, I got a better lawn. But grass is greener cause I got my living water on. I got the bars, but I said I'm free up in the song. The world on me, you would think that this is sing-along. Trying to drop the hood, run it up, put my team on. I get it poppin', you know that it's lit. Just getting started, they know when to quit. I get to talking, they notice the flow. Keep it real holy, I got 'em like whoa. Spirit is on me, you know it's no cap. My God, he got me, you know that's a fact. I'm about that action, I do this with passion. I got 'em like whoa, who is she? Huh? Whoa, funny how it goes. I got all these people now, they coming to my shows. And I'm really living what I'm saying, man, it shows. If you bout that faking, then you gonna get exposed. Got the devil pressed like a quote, get some rest. I ain't come to play, yo, I'm stepping on they necks. I ain't not impressed by the money, that's a flex. Live low key, homie, cause you're gonna invest. Now it's the realest thing on the track, not a fake one. They ain't wanna give a spot, so I made one. Now I'm headed to the top, call it N1. When I ball, pass it all to my day ones. Shout goes out to my guy, he my main one. Only guys that I mess with the saved ones. Ones that walk with the Lord, not the lame ones. Step it up on my court, I don't play, ayy. I get it poppin', you know that it's lit. Just getting started, they know when to quit. I get to talking, they notice the flow. Keep it real holy, I got 'em like whoa. Spirit is on me, you know it's no cap. My God, he got me, you know that's a fact. I'm about that action, I do this with passion. I got 'em like whoa, who is she? Huh? Whoa. Yeah. Ayy. I got that flow. Yeah. Ayy. I got that. Yeah. Ayy. Yeah. I got that flow. Yeah.
Eli on the beat, 95, got the heat. Cut it up. Really? Yeah. Used to doubt me on the low, now they know. Shawty low. Think I said this line before. Got the hope out the boat. I put 50 in the bowl. Did a show, 50 more. If you love me, let me know. Told the pole, holy smoke. Look, Holy Spirit on the speed dial. Probably still could spit a heater when I'm seen now. Harder than my demons, I got screw tape deep in D now. Me and Overdose just dropped the screw tape for the free now. Okay, getting spiffy for the photograph. Middle class minutes, had the blicky in the cul-de-sac. I was in the country with the heathens, we were going bad. Gold all on my neck, giving worship to a golden calf. And we never sleep, homie rolling with insomniacs. Hold up, check my fit, look like Johnny Cash. Jesus say you only rich if it's a holy bag. Daddy say, man, you the well, you the holy crab. Look, must be careful what you speak. From the heart is where it creeps. I put diamonds on my teeth, cause my heart is on the king. Put the team up on my back, they put tribal on their skin. I can never take an L, my messiah always win. Why he never take it casual? Dilly under center, that mean he gon' catch the lateral. Eli got it jumping, grandpa screaming holy mackerel. Try to keep it calm, but we gon' turn the place diagonal. Yeah, we gon' turn the place diagonal. I drop lowercase to let you know it ain't about capital. I might meditate then fly away just like Aladdin. Me and John, we going back and forth just like a palindrome. Used to doubt me on the low, now they know, shawty low. Think I said this line before, got the hope out the boat. I put 50 in the bowl, did a show, 50 more. If you love me, let me know, total pole, holy smoke.
Hey, wait, with the oop in the trap, ball like NBA, but I never hoop. About my business with no NBA. I dropped out of school, ain't no junkie in my DNA, but I got the juice. I just feel like Dr. Seuss. They ask who, I point out the elephant that's in the room. Sweep the feet, Harry Potter like it's magic in a broom. And my Sid been evacuated just like Jesus' tomb. Who is this man? Him a big man. I got wheels, BMX, ain't no kickstand. Ain't no feels for my ex. Look at this hand. This a gang, ain't no click, we don't disband. I got plenty hope. I told Satan no. Taking shots long distance, but it's quick scope. If I got it, then I got it. Ain't no slip, bro. Reppin' West, but it's Dago, ain't no skip, bro. Okay, my demons fed up. My God said pick your head up. I'm married to the dream, like my first name Coretta. I never chase the cheddar, I'm only getting better. You rappers hella funny, you sounding so Heath Ledger. Almost done. John keep going with the wind. Holy Spirit called him up again. Demons try to throw me off the fence. Stick to land and all I see is tens. I ain't dish for the trends. Godson, why would I pretend? Village on the way, pay attention. Can't keep up, take a hint.
Used to doubt me on the low, now they know, shawty low. Think I said this line before, got the hope out the boat. I put 50 in the bowl, did a show, 50 more. If you love me, let me know, total pole, holy smoke. Eli on the beat, 95, got the heat.
I really like the people we're
Yeah, I got ants in my pants, so I dance like I'm crazy. Right hit the left, now go crazy. Won't hop too hard, make it wavy. Jesus, my Lord, yeah, he saved me. Slide it, bust down, riot. Four mans together, I pray when I'm quiet. Two beats to my enemies, you know they stay silent. Throw it, catch it. I thought I'd catch it. Lil' mom, put me to the block, what's happening? Knock claw, is you really a Christian when you rapping? Man, I'm a whole pastor, regardless, it's poppin'. I got big bands. I got big hands. Don't mind big pants when I dance. Billie Jean. Shawty wanna dance to the Billie Jean. Straight shirt and I throw on my slimmy jean. My girl really be a beauty queen. I got ants in my pants, so I dance like I'm crazy. Right hit to left, now go crazy. Won't hop too hard, make it wavy. Jesus, my Lord, yeah, he saved me. Slide it, bust down, riot. Four mans together, I pray when I'm quiet. Two beats to my enemies, you know they stay silent.
I had to pick it up and get it back together. I was knitting up my sweater, turned around and then somehow I changed the weather. I was heavy, now I'm lighter than a feather. Devil wanted me to switch, I said that I would never, ever. If he wanted beef, I like to cook it by applying pressure. Got the spirit without measure, so I'm good, never been better. Screaming holy is the Lamb while drinking seltzer. The way I read my Bible, they think that I'm a professor. I do profess to know that Jesus is the head of headers. They confused cause they ain't know a Christian could be such a stepper. Round town chillin' with free debtors. If you see a demon running, know that we was the aggressor. Okay, poolside with my Bible reading letters. I just read Jesus and read, he said he with me like wherever. Okay, Jesus, where do you stay? I just tryna be where you at, cause you done crossed the devil like filet. Pulled up 3 in his face, I just eat, sleep, and obey. Pray and pray, so I ain't prayed, then I gon' be on my way. Mary had a little lamb whose feet was white as snow. So I'm taking Jesus Christ to everybody that I know. I was dodging all this bull like I was in a rodeo. Got me feeling like E40, God gon' tell me when to go. I got fuego coming out my soul, I feel like Romeo. How you know that God love you? Cause the Bible tell me so. Got the armor of God on me, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Find out Jesus was my brother and you ain't messing with my bro. We done tied knives, dropping like it's hopscotch. Yes, I still Millie Rod with no dope inside my socks. Still shooting at the ops, don't come on my block. Demons in my DMs, I'ma hit 'em with the block. Yeah, ride it like who this? Red relatives, but you knew this. Too gone for like too long, and I'm too strong to be Judas. Got a juice box in my backpack and a sauce pack that I'll use it. Turned up to the max like Brutus. I don't think they knew I could do this. This that make you diddy bob to the tippy top, going up. Better check the start, we about to pop. Ain't no thing about to change the game. Click, clack, let it bang. I got range, I got fire flame. Call it I had to pick it up and get it back together. I was knitting up my sweater, turned around and then somehow I changed the weather. I was heavy, now I'm lighter than a feather. Devil wanted me to switch, I said that I would never, ever, 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 ever. If he wanted beef, I like to cook it by applying pressure. Got the spirit without measure, so I'm good, never been better. Screaming holy is the lamb while drinking seltzer. The way I read my Bible, they think that I'm a professor. I do profess to know that Jesus is the head of headers. They confused 'cause they ain't know a Christian could be such a stepper. Run around town chilling with free debtors. If you see a demon running, know that we was the aggressor. Okay, poolside with my Bible reading letters. I just read Jesus and read, he said he with me like wherever. Okay. Hi. Mike Banger, we live?
Do I wanna live or die? 'Cause I don't wanna compromise, no. I said it about 100 times. I'm dying 'cause I'm scared to try. Scared to try. Yeah, this gon' be the last time. This gon' be the last time. Yeah, this gon' be the last time. It better be the last time. The last time. 'Cause I can't fix myself. That's why I cried for help. Lately I can't seem to get it out. Everything is getting loud, so loud.
Why can't I leave all the sin in the past? I try, but I keep giving in, I'm a mess. Cold nights, I was looking for something to last. I found Christ, he gon' get me out of my bag. I'm sick of falling away, I gotta pray, I wanna change. God, will you take all my shame? Living in Christ, I'm not the same. Take it all from me, I want nothing left. Living in the spirit, tired of living in the
Yeah, this gon' be the last
flesh.
time. This gon' be the last time. Yeah, this gon' be the last time. It better be the last time. The last time. 'Cause I can't fix myself. That's why I cried for help. Lately I can't seem to get it out. Everything is getting loud, so loud.
Hey, one more time, it's always one more time. I can't escape the cycle, I think I'ma lose my mind. I look pretty on the surface, but come take a look inside. Yeah, they asking about my faith and I tell them I'm doing
Tired of my
fine.
sin, please get it out. Get it out. 'Cause I don't wanna fall apart like I am now. This gon' be the last time. This gon' be the last time.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, 'cause we still alive. No big, I feel like pop. Shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Shoot that.
Coming in hot, just like the fajita. I write what I live, my life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow, just like the demeanor. I'm feeding my fam, I'm feeding the meter. They got the iron, well I got the steamer. I bring the fire, but you never seen her. I testify, I don't need a subpoena. They want my soul, better go to Korea. I love my dog, just like I'm Peter. Gotta protect them. I made the call, it was just like I'm reffing. I know we left, yeah, now we back together, but I guess that is better now, later than never. Like
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, 'cause we still alive. No big, I feel like pop. Shoot a shot. Coming in hot.
enough. My real life was a headline. Your real life got a deadline. My timeline was a hashtag. Your timeline just a hate crime. Coming in hot, feeling like Pac. Back in 94 when he took 5 shots. Too much drive to ride your wave. Ditch my top and I'm off that lot. Black on black on black on black on black on black on black. You don't have to ball a rap to get them racks on racks.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like pop. I shoot the shot. I'm coming in hot.
Certain things been hurting me. Burned by many persons, getting worse. This one is 3rd degree. Looked up to the sky and asked the Lord to take this hurt from me. Voice came off the breeze, said, what is purpose really worth to me? I know that the doctor's good cause I survived the surgery. Made a table for me, demons curse you out of courtesy. That's right. They tempt you with the fame and competition. That ain't life. What's the compensation for your soul, man? What's the price? I did it right. I couldn't be a slave to capital. That's not a shot at capital. Departed like DiCaprio. I'm nuts like some pistachios. I'm stunning like my daddy though. Sometimes I feel like months I don't hear nothing from my daddy though. So even when you're silent, give me strength to still believe. I only know the wind because the way it moves the leaves. And so I know you're present cause the way you move in me. Reminded that you love me every time I feel the breeze. Jesus.
I talk to God when I'm walking outside. What I see with my eyes, let me know it's alright. I feel love when I'm feeling inside. All the stress and my pride, I just set it aside. I talk to God when I'm walking outside. What I see with my eyes, let me know it's alright. I feel love when I'm feeling inside. All the stress and my pride, I just set it aside.
You got my back, even when I'm back to back sliding. Know you gon' slide on my enemies, leave them burning in fire. And when the lies get the best of me and I'm on my high horse, know that you'll provide me with ketamine. What's this metaphor for? I got beside myself yesterday, so I turned to the left. I asked him what he's reflecting on, but he mocked me in jest. And I just say that to say I know you can fight with your flesh. Now I know what it's like when your brain is fighting the rest. But you just fight at your best and put your baby in basket, then send that child down the Nile, and then you battle denial. The Savior told me it's okay if I get sad for a while. Sometimes it's evil to laugh, sometimes it's tragic to smile. I said, but why cry when your friend died if you gon' resurrect him? He said the promise of heaven don't take away the depression. He said now take what I said, repeat it and make it a blessing. Make sure the way that you say it reflect the weight of the lesson.
I talk to God when I'm walking outside. What I see with my eyes, let me know it's alright. I feel love when I'm feeling inside. All the stress and my pride, I just set it aside. I talk to God when I'm walking outside. What I see with my eyes, let me know it's alright. I feel love when I'm feeling inside. All the stress and my pride, I just set it aside. I talk to God when I'm walking outside. What I see with my eyes, let me know it's alright. I feel alive when I'm feeling inside. All the stress in my pride, I just set it aside. I talk to God when I'm walking outside. What I see with my eyes, let me know it's alright. I feel alive when I'm feeling inside. All the stress in my pride, I just set it aside.
I wanna talk to you. I wanna talk to you. Just breathe.
We will be better than ever.
we can do it together, and they ain't breaking my word. I just wish that I could fly like a bird, get away from this earth. Had to pray and pray, felt I was cursed. Always tell myself it could have been worse. Never going back, I broke the reverse. It come from my soul, no need to rehearse. A lot of time I was in need of work. Talk to God like I need this to work. Jumped in line like I needed it first. But I was being selfish, know this gon' affect a lot of people. I was being careless, took a break and stepped away. I'm coming back when I get ready. I know this breaks people into pieces, but I ain't gon' let it.
Yo, Blaze, you crazy for this one. Hey, all the champions out there feel so good. Hey, I said it feels so good.
We will, we will, we will, we will, we will. We will, we will, we will, we will, we will. We will, we will, we will, we will, we will. We will,
We gon' make it.
we will.
What didn't break me made me better. I believe that. Together, let's go.
Striving for greatness, at the same time keeping my patience. Can't be racing to no early grave, I'm cool with just pacing. I can drop at any given time, I'm holding my aces. I see disappointment all in their faces. The turtle still cross the finish line. We done break the bar so many times, it's only right they give me mine. Diamond by myself, together we really shine. Long as I keep putting my faith and trust in God, I know that everything will be fine. Built for it, real stand up, God ain't never breaking my kind. I believe I can do anything, ain't never changing my mind. Life's all about patience, take it one day at a time. Life's all about patience, take it one day at a time, you know?
Whatever you may be going through,
Come on.
we'll make it together, me and you.
And the beat play.
And when the clouds, they won't fade away.
Everybody say,
Don't you give up, you're one step closer.
we gon' make it.
We will, we will, we will, we will, we will. We will, we will,
I
we will,
believe
we
that.
will, we will. We will, we will, we
I
will,
know
we
that.
will, we will. We will, we will. Ain't gon' never let it break. We will, we will, we will, we will, we will. We will, we will.
I believe that. Together.
Ain't no such thing as self-made, it's one creator. You only want smoke till you realize that life a vapor. You cut off the cornerstone for money, scissors, rock, and paper. Don't play a game with yourself, yeah, you will catch it later. You hear me? Keep the cannon near me. Prayed to God and it was clear that I was seeing blurry. Cause where I'm from ain't nowhere to hide. Ain't no fear, buddy, we front line. Scared of what? I'm a child of God in the middle of it all, but I'm from the side. Man, TV got them thinking that the faith is worldwide, but the only thing wide is the path to destruction. I'm a heaven-bound faith thug and grace giving up, loving Christian, and I'm standing on that end of discussion. Okay, I picked up my phone and heard that everybody liked me. God hit my line and said,
It's a scam, likely.
evil all in my DM like you know you always got me. God sent a message like,
It's a scam, likely. It's a scam, likely. It's a scam, likely. It's a scam, likely.
Okay.
It's a scam,
Yeah.
likely.
I put a demon on do not disturb. I don't receive it unless it's the word. I cannot fall if I'm blocking a call. I don't hear it at all, not a noun or a verb. I cannot stop until everyone getting the message like it was an Amber Alert. Did it ever occur that he lifted the curse and the only thing left is believe it and stir? Okay, bet. If you gon' do it, then come correct. All of these bars gotta call collect. All of this sauce gotta call the chef. Any tribe, you know that name on my in my white tee. And it's still nightly. If you don't hear the, it's a scam like.
okay, I picked up my phone and heard that everybody liked me. God hit my line and said,
It's a scam, likely.
evil all in my DM like you know you always got me. God sent a message like,
It's a scam, likely. It's a scam, likely. It's a scam, likely. It's a scam, likely. It's a scam, likely.
take it when they saying kudos. Tryna stay in a circle like sumo. East St. Louis pumping through my veins, but St. Louis my family too though. They overdosed on Corona during the Corona. Dropped that new with no pneumonia. Big believer, thought I told you devil close, but Jesus closer.
It's a scam, likely. It's a scam, likely. It's a scam, likely. It's a
found real life, yeah, I found real life. I found it, I found it. I found real life, yeah, I found real life. I found it, I found it. Yeah, I know the way that it goes. You're broken and feeling alone. Sometimes I'm feeling like I might have left me. Holding my chest, take a breath, I feel empty. But I promise you'll never let go. And I promise you're never alone. I put aside what the world had to offer. I found real love in the arms of the Father.
Alright guys, you got about a minute before we get started.
Crying out to add and I need something to satisfy. I need you to put me together, I'm broken. All in my head and I can't even focus. I wanna live and not go through the motions. Wanna believe in the word that you spoken. I swear I try, but I'm falling.
I had to pick it up and get it back together. I was knitting up my sweater, turned around and then somehow I changed the weather. I was heavy, now I'm lighter than a feather. Devil wanted me to switch, I said that I would never, ever, 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 ever. If he wanted beef, I like to cook it by applying pressure. Got the spirit without measure, so I'm good, never been better. Screaming holy is the Lamb while drinking seltzer. The way I read my Bible, they think that I'm a professor. I do profess to know that Jesus is the head of headers. They confused 'cause they ain't know a Christian could be.
All right, everybody, welcome to Merge. Come up and stand to the front. Let's worship the Lord together. You think waits within the future. My dreams are small compared to yours. I should not worry about tomorrow when I know that all I gotta do is trust you. back to your seats.
Yo, what up, Merge? You guys doing good? Come on now, you guys doing good? All right, some people are excited to be here. Guys, I'm pumped. It's Wednesday, you know what's up, it's summertime. You gotta be feeling good, right? All right. Guys, if it's your first time here, thank you so much for checking us out. My name's Chuck, it's me, Zoe, we got Todd here. It's gonna be awesome, John's here. We got tons of people here to hang out with you guys. It's gonna be a good night. But before we get started, I got a couple announcements real quick. First one is, you already know what's up. Put it on the board, it's Momentum. Momentum registration is closed. So if you did not sign up for Momentum and you're sitting there really sad, and you're like, oh, Chuck, I haven't signed up. All right, we might be able to figure something out, but you gotta let us know. All right, see Todd, see Zoe, we'll make it happen. Possibly, we'll try. Next, really important announcement. Next week, we are not gonna be here. Merge is not happening next week. I know. So we got Philly, we got Mexico, we got Haiti, aka LA, and we are gonna be on mission. We're doing mission strips. So if you come here, there's going to be no one here. Todd won't be here, I won't be here, Zoe won't be here, John won't be here, but the building will. But no one's gonna be there, so you'll just be sad and lonely, and no one likes that. So cool, no merch next week. Put in the calendar, it'll be on the gram, and throw up. Do we have that gram tag on there? At GSM_Bath. That's collective. GSM_Bath, that's us. We don't have it, but no big deal. Look us up, that's how you stay connected. Cool? Lastly, who knows what's here tomorrow night? Worship night, exactly. Guys, you won't want to miss it. We got the travel team here, doing the same thing. We're going to be worshiping tomorrow night. So check it out. Even if you're not going on a Go team, you won't want to miss it. All right? Game people, you want to come up here? But it's going to be good. Mark this in your calendars. Gabe's going to come up here. Urban's going to come up here. And they got a couple game ideas for you. Gabe, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Chuck. Thank you. All right, so we have a game for you guys, okay? That mic is not working. But what I'm going to need everyone to do is head to the back of the gym and make a giant circle. Can you guys do that for me? That'd be awesome.
I turned it on. Okay,
we got it.
We're good.
All right.
Heck yeah, so keep heading back. We're just one big giant circle in the back. It's going to be great. Good time.
All right. So let's make a giant circle.
Big whole
We're
circle.
playing ginormous Duck Duck Goose. Just kidding,
Dude,
we're not.
I'm liking this.
That would be fun. Maybe next week. Maybe next week we'll have to do ginormous Duck Duck Goose. All right. I need like 6 people.
Heck yeah.
Naomi.
6 whole people.
Antoine. Jack.
Hey, Cannon. Heck yeah.
Katie. This is not 6. How many is this?
This is like 4.
4?
5.
5.
Okay,
Matt.
we need one more.
All right.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
I'm going to need the crowd's help. And what I have here is a whole lot of duct tape. Okay?
Heck yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to duct tape all 6 of them so everyone can help duct tape. And I'm just going to throw a bunch of cards on the ground and have them all roll on them and see who can pick up the most. And I think it's going to be really, really funny. All right? Sound good?
Yeah.
So if everyone wants to help out, grab a roll of duct tape. Start
yeah.
duct taping them so
Thank
that
you,
things
guys.
can
Thank
like
you.
stick to their body,
All right.
if you know what
Yep.
I'm saying.
What?
That'd
Just
be
individual
awesome.
persons. Yeah.
can
Everyone,
just help in
the
there.
pit. Duct tape the people we called up into the middle.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I do some interviews.
Easy.
Naomi,
Kind of make it quick. We don't have a lot of time.
how do you feel?
Hustle.
I feel amazing.
Naomi feels amazing. Who else is getting duct tape?
Heck yeah.
Jack?
Heck yeah.
Jack, how do you feel moments before you're taping?
I don't want them to put it on my leg.
He doesn't want them to put it on his leg. Just duct tape them.
make sure that their arms are like
I
duct
know.
taped to their sides. Duct tape around their whole body.
Oh, I guess we're just gonna have to figure it out. Oh, look what Tommy's doing. Tommy's got something going right here. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Just like this. Just like we're doing Cannon. Yeah, you guys are getting it. You guys are doing it
Awesome.
right. Make sure the sticky side is out. Yeah, you guys are doing
There
it.
it goes.
You got it. You got it.
I'm gonna open these card packets.
This is good. This is going off. Yeah, keep it going, guys. Hurry up, hurry up.
Truth and took off my disguise. Come for my head, I still live for the prize. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was in the city going down to the road.
We're looking almost good for most of our contestants. Most of our contestants are almost duct tape up. So just a little bit more. Cannon's looking amazing. this is
All
great.
right, let me
This is
check
amazing.
this. Antoine dripping. Oh, this one's good.
Yeah,
this
I
one's
know.
good. So is
They know what
Katie's
they're doing.
and Naomi's.
Yeah, we're almost done. Hey, Antoine's not really finished. He's only got
Yo,
a little bit.
Antoine, bro,
Yeah.
what is this? There's
Keep
probably
it going. Guys,
more
help him
duct
out.
tape.
Help him out. Wait, did you run out of duct tape?
Let's see. Maybe we can
That's
find
kind of a
more
problem.
duct tape somewhere.
Wait, really?
Is there any on the ground?
Oh, yeah, here's some more. Here's some more.
You found more? Yo, Twan, bro.
Yeah, like, Mitch has some more duct tape for you, so get him duct taped up real quick.
Yours like matches
Oh, looks
your
sturdy,
outfit.
looks sturdy.
I kind of like it.
Easy,
It's pretty
easy,
cool.
easy. Of course, of course. It's good. All right. Oh no, that's brutal.
All right, let's start to recreate our circle so we can watch this go
Circle
down.
back up, circle back up.
I'm just very interested to see what's gonna happen.
I'm loving this. I'm loving the earrings. Very, very fancy, very fancy.
I like science. I'm a man of science. Well, no, I'm not a man of science, but
It's solid. It's solid. I'm liking it. I'm liking
at
it.
the end, we should have two of them hug each other. That'd be funny. All right, let's start to recreate our circle a little bit.
Yep. Circle back up. Circle
Start to
back
recreate our circle. They got it in Naomi's hair. Poor Naomi.
up. Doesn't have to be a very
Oh my
big
goodness.
circle. Come in
Oh my
real
God.
close.
That's definitely a look.
This is extraordinary. Yeah.
All right, let's get
I
the
definitely
circle
agree.
going.
This is great. This is great.
Antoine's finishing it up.
Okay. Okay.
All right. They got Naomi's hair. What's up? Heck no, man. I'm not letting you cheat. All right.
That's good. That's good.
If you're not duct taped, please start going to the circle. He's hyped. He's
Dude,
hyped
that's
up.
helpful. That's
I
helpful.
think we're just gonna cut it.
Coffee is
We
great.
good? Oh my goodness. All right. So, should they start somewhere?
What? They should probably start at the edge of the circle.
All right, yeah. All duct tape people go to the edges of the circle.
Yeah, kind of spread out.
So
find a corner-ish.
To the edges of the circle.
Yeah, just so everyone starts kind of even. That'll be
I'm just
good.
gonna start kind of like, I don't know how to do this. Can someone help me? Does anyone want to talk on a microphone for a little bit?
Heck yeah. Oh,
You want
Kenzie's
to,
raising her hand.
Kenzie?
What am I saying? Okay, we're spreading the cards on the ground. Are
That'd
they
be
gonna
really
have to roll
challenging.
around
That'd be
in
bad.
it? Hi, Urban.
Hello, hello.
Okay, who has a joke? Who wants to tell a joke? You have to tell a joke because you told me to tell one.
All right, that wasn't really as many cards as I thought it was.
That's so
But we're
sad.
good. All right, are we ready?
I think we are. We're looking kind of ready.
Naomi, get ready. Oh,
start
can you
on your
stand
knees.
up?
Yeah.
Do you need help from your big brother?
Aww. Adorable. Wow.
All right,
You will
3,
eventually.
2, 1, go!
Go! Pick up as many as you can!
They're like sticking to the. Oh my
Naomi's
goodness!
stuck.
They're like sticking to the ground.
This is amazing.
It's kind of funny.
Okay. Cannon's looking
This
pretty
was-
good.
this was
He's
a
got
good
Lana
idea.
in his
I
back.
like this.
That's pretty nice. That's
This
pretty
was a good
nice.
idea. Okay, Jack is doing really good.
Oh yeah, Matt's picking up quite a few
Matt's good
too.
at
This
this
is
for
looking
you.
pretty
Matt, let me
good.
see. Matt's doing pretty
Dude.
good.
Yeah. Man, Antoine, the duct tape's coming off a little bit.
Antoine, bro.
Hey, that's all right though. That's all right.
All I'm saying, if you ever drop a deck of cards and need it cleaned up, this is definitely the most efficient way.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Antoine, bro,
Man,
what happened?
We're gonna need every single card picked up.
Matt did it dirty, bro. All right, should we just keep going till they're all picked
Oh,
up?
look at that.
I don't want to
Dude,
clean up these cards.
That's just
so-
annihilation right there.
Matt and Katie.
This is
Here you
good.
go.
This is good. Almost. We've got pretty much all of them picked up at this point. A
Where's
couple
Jack
more over
at?
here, but we're getting them.
Oh, Jack stood up. Interesting. You didn't get it.
Oh, you missed
did not
it.
get
Missed it there. You're close. You're close.
No,
no.
Unless there's duct tape on
Yeah,
your hands.
absolutely not. That seems like it hurt. That's all right. That's all right.
All right. I think we're good. So,
Absolutely.
let's inspect our contestants. I'll start over here.
Okay.
Mr. Curtis.
I think you did. I think you did pretty good.
You did pretty good.
1, 2,
I would
3,
say
4, 5,
Yeah.
6. I did.
Jack looks like a good
9, 10.
This is all right. Naomi, not the best. Katie's
Matt picked up
Katie got a
21
duct tape
cards.
roll, which is
Kind of
really, really
kind of good. Kind of
interesting.
good.
It's kind of like fishing, but I do think that Mr. Jack Curtis is our winner for this game. So let's give it up for
Absolutely.
him.
Give it up. Give it up.
Let's go, Jack.
Okay. Bravo.
This is. I don't like this, but all right.
It's all right though. It's all right.
We have another. All right, everyone, go back, find your seat. We have another game for you guys.
Heck yeah. Go back
This
to your seats.
game
Go back to your sections.
Does
We'll
not
explain the
involve cards or duct tape.
game. Facts. So if you have duct tape on you, feel free to take that off.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Have
Maybe
a
get
friend
like
help you. You got
your
it.
friends to help you.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
What's up, Mitch? New shoes? Oh.
So keep making your way back. Almost there. Almost there.
All right, come and find your seat. We have one more game for you guys, real quick.
Absolutely. Okay, pretty much everyone's back, so I'll start explaining the game. So this game is going to be called Photo Op. Everybody is going to be split up into 4 groups based on sections. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. Heck yeah. And so everyone's going to head back to the back, kind of form up in your section, and you're going to pick 1 representative that's going to be kind of playing the game the whole time. And so we are going to put a photo that was taken somewhere around the church up on the screen, and your representative has to run around the church and try to find that picture. That kind of making sense?
Yeah, well, we'll see. So, basically, let's get into our 4 groups based on our sections of seating. So this is a group, and then half of this is like a group. Tawan, you can go over there. And then this is going to be a group. So, if all of your groups go and meet up, you're going to choose 1 representative to go and take the pictures. So if you guys want to do that right now, that'd be awesome.
Heck yeah. Feel free to go into the back so that you can group up with everyone.
Yeah, you can go in the back if you want.
Heck yeah.
You might not need to, though.
That's true.
All right. So, once we have our representative, why don't we just get him on stage real quick?
Heck yeah. It looks like everyone's still kind of trying to group up.
All right. Let's get our representatives up here.
Heck yeah.
Mitch, are you the representative of the middle left team? The middle left? All right, come on up here.
Okay. Who do we have on this
We got Mitch.
left group? Who's coming
We
up?
got Steven.
All right. Send her up.
We got Bobby coaching him. Steven, which section do you represent? Right section? My right section? Your guys' left section?
Heck yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Do we have any more representatives? I think we're missing
need-
one from the second half of this group
We
and
are.
the far left.
We have, that's our far left representative right
Who?
there. I'm sorry, I'm totally blanking on your name. I feel so bad. Megan, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Megan's? Oh.
I totally know
All right,
your
so
name, I
Megan,
swear.
Mitch, and then right here. All right, let's meet our contestants. Who do we have here? Lydia from
Lydia.
middle, my right.
Heck yeah.
Hi. What's your name?
Answer.
Steven. All right, let's go, Steven.
Absolutely. Mitch asked a really good question. So if your representative up on the stage doesn't know where the thing is, they absolutely can go to their group and ask them where they think they is.
That's
They're
a really
just
good
the only
question.
person that can leave the auditorium.
Yeah, so you guys got to help out your representative, but they are the only one who are allowed to leave the auditorium. Sound good?
Heck yeah.
All right,
Yes,
do you
you have
guys
to
have
take a
your
picture of
phones
it.
with you? You're going to need your phones or a
Yes.
picture device.
They're going to have to
If
take
you don't
a
have your
picture.
phone, just grab someone else's or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
We kind of ready? Everyone has a phone or something now?
I say we just get it started, man.
Yeah, heck yeah.
All right. Where's Megan? Oh, there she is.
She's coming back. All right.
All right, let's get the first one up there.
Run that up.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
Heck
that's
yeah.
kind of easy.
So run. Go take a picture of that.
It's really it's a race of speed, I think.
Dude, Mitch is looking like kind of good. It looks like he's in the lead.
Look, also, we can check out the new design for the Grace Church
heck
Bath
yeah.
campus. Isn't that pretty cool?
Quick plug.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, Steven
Steven coming in hot.
Do you have
Steven
a
got
picture?
first.
Oh, that's looking kind of blurry. I don't know.
Steven, that is.
I don't know. That's
Let me
kind of
show.
bad. That's kind of bad.
Can you guys see this? This
No.
is the carpet.
Oh, wait.
This is not.
Wait,
This is
Gabe,
not what we're looking.
Gabe, come look at Mitch's. Come look at Mitch's.
Mitch?
This one's looking nice.
Mitch is really
this one
good.
looks more like that. Okay, that's 1 point
Do we
from
have
middle
one?
left.
That's fair. That's good. That's
I'm
good.
liking that too.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Who was here first? Out of these
Mitch
two?
was.
Out of these
Oh,
two.
out of these two? That's a good question.
Was it Megan? It was Megan.
People are saying
Was it Megan?
Okay.
All right. All right. So let's say Mitch is in the lead with 3 points. Megan has 2. Lydia has 1.
Heck
Steven
yeah.
has none because he didn't take the
0.
pictures. The entire premise of the game.
Yeah, it has to be a good picture. It can't just be a good old blurry. Hey, I implied it.
All right. Let's get our second picture up there. 3, 2, 1.
Go.
What?
Heck yeah.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
That took
Go
me a
look
little
for
bit.
it. Go look for it.
That kind of looks like a parking garage.
It kind of does.
You know what I'm talking
kinda
about?
fancy.
Or like an abandoned mall.
I think Mitch found it. Mitch seemed like he knew what it was.
All right, let me be the judge.
Let's look at this. Ooh, actually, that's pretty much it.
That looks legit.
Yep, okay,
I think that's
okay.
legit. I think
I'm
Mitch
liking
just
that.
got.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
enough.
that's good, that's
Okay,
good.
We'll get Steven second
Okay,
place.
everyone's coming back. Where was this?
This was in the lobby. It's like
It's
one
like
of the
under
one
the
of
chairs in
couches.
the lobby?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
All right,
Yep, there we
fair.
go. Okay.
All right, I think that's good. So, Mitch was back first, 3 points. Steve 2, Megan 1, and Lydia 0 because you were back last. But you did find it, and Steven didn't last time. So, let's
yeah.
get our third picture up there. 3, 2, 1.
Go. Okay. I think they knew where that one was.
Yeah. Mitch is kind of fast.
He is.
I never realized that. Wow, he's really fast. All right, he's back for.
Oh, these are looking kind of blurry. Ooh, I don't know.
Nah, that does not count.
Really it.
Steven,
that's
that's
nice.
3 points. That's 3
Steven's
points.
got 3 points.
That's 2
There we
points.
go, Lydia.
Lydia, not Lydia. Megan, that's 1 point.
Okay, these are
Mitch
good,
got
these are
0
good.
points. Mitch's picture was absolutely awful.
Bad picture. It's all
Bad
about quality.
picture.
We want quality pictures here.
All right, are we ready for our next one? 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Wait, which picture do they get?
Killian, find a picture. Find Killian
Hey,
and take
Megan
a
and
picture.
Lydia, I'll give you a hint. That dude with the locks?
Heck yeah. He's somewhere in this room.
I think we're looking for Killian.
Yeah, you
not
need a
the
picture of
bathroom.
Killian, not the bathroom.
All right, Lydia.
Okay, Lydia's got one.
All right, Lydia, that's 3
That was
points.
looking good.
That's 2 points. I really hope you guys are keeping track, because I'm not. I'm going to be honest.
No, I'm not either.
That's 1 point.
Okay.
Mitch,
And Mitch,
what happened, man?
What's
It's not the bathroom, it's Killian.
It's Killian. Come on, dude.
If we wanted a
come
picture of
on.
the bathroom, we just take a picture of the bathroom.
Exactly.
It's okay, man. It's all right.
That's all right. That's all right.
All right, let's get our next picture up there. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now you got it, Mitch.
Now you got it. And now this can be any toilet. It's not a specific one. The specific one. Yeah, it's in the guy's bathroom, so it's just like.
Does anyone know who's winning?
I feel
Mitch? Actually,
it's
Mitch?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, that sounds. Mitch is doing pretty good.
Okay.
Steven.
Oh, he's coming up. He's coming up.
Ooh.
Hey,
That's
I'm liking
valid.
that. That's good. That's good.
That's 3. That's 2. That's 1. I see it.
Okay. Okay. How many points do we have?
Between who?
You guys remember?
All right, I heard Steven and Mitch are tied with 8. Correct?
Okay.
Correct, audience? All right.
That feels right. That
Do we
feels
have
right.
more?
Yeah, we have.
All right, we have more.
We have a couple more.
All right, let's get the next one out there. 3, 2, 1. Audience, help keep track of score.
Heck yeah.
We have a nice plant pyramid.
Yeah. Looking kind of nice, actually.
That is really nice. That's a good picture.
Thank you. Thank you. I took that myself.
Wow.
And on an iPhone.
Ooh,
Kind of
good
fancy.
plug. I don't know where that is. I'm gonna be honest. I've been working here for like a week straight for 7 hours, and I have no idea where that is.
Yeah. Well, apparently they did.
Oh,
Yeah,
Mitch,
there
that's
we
3.
go. There we go.
That's 2. That's 1.
That's 1. Okay.
Megan, you need to turn on the jets, my man. Nah, you're good.
We still got a couple more, so let's keep this
He's
going.
lacing them up.
Oh, I respect that. Safety is important.
Safety is important.
Very, very important.
All right, let's get the next one up there. 3, 2, 1.
Wow, a beautiful
Wow.
picture
Good luck.
of Justin.
Oh, I know where that is. I know where that
Somewhere
is.
in the church.
I found my first one. I would have.
Yeah.
Stevens Bolton. I think it's. Is that a connection card?
Yeah, it is.
I think it's a connection card.
It's solid.
That's clever. That's clever.
That's a good one. You know, fun fact, Justin's shirt was actually blue when they first took that picture, and they photoshopped it to be red to match the
Actually?
Grace colors. Yeah,
Wow.
it's pretty fun.
Steven, quick 3
Grace
points.
colors.
Yep, that's valid.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Okay, looking good, looking good.
Give it up for Steven. I hope you guys are keeping track, because I'm definitely not.
It seems like people are.
All right, Mitch.
So we're
Mitch,
good.
2 points. They're tied again.
Okay.
Yeah. Megan.
Coming good. Megan, Lydia coming back.
Megan. Oh, they kind of put him on. I'm going to give Megan 1,
Yeah,
and then
Megan-
Lydia,
Megan
unfortunately.
definitely came up first. All right.
Look at
let's-
this. This guy, Nate Pav, in the corner. What a goon.
Heck yeah.
All right. Ready for our next one?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Go. Got a nice picture of
Oh, I know what
Ezra
that is.
Wimberly. Somewhere in the church.
I don't think we're looking for the microphone, Steven.
No, we're not.
That's like.
Good
I
try,
believe
though,
there
good
is a
try.
picture in this building of
No,
that.
it is. You might have to search a little bit, open some doors, but you'll find it. You'll find it.
Yeah.
Steven's kind of going the wrong way. Oh, no, wait.
I don't know.
I think he's
I wish
got
we
it.
had like
I
a
think he's onto
Steven
it.
cam, so we would
Me
just
too,
know
me too.
which direction Steven was
Strap
going.
a little GoPro to him. and just like-
We should strap a GoPro to Steven and just like.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be so funny. A day in the life of Mr. Catalano.
That'd be good. Yeah, I think he's got it.
I see no. I feel like I know where this is. Isn't it just like? It's in the hallway.
I think that hallway's like the lights are turned off in that one.
Oh.
So it's kind of brutal. But
All
yeah,
right.
they're back, they're
Oh,
back.
it's a wheels race. Oh my
This came
goodness.
first. Okay.
I-
Yep. There we go.
I don't
There
know.
we
I
go.
think Steve.
That one is nicer than Mitch's.
I'm gonna give this one to Steven. 3, 2,
And then one point right there.
and we lost Megan.
Okay. Yeah, Megan, come back.
Megan.
It's all right. Wait. Yeah, where'd she
Megan.
go?
Legend has it Megan is still trying to find this picture.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
There she is, Megan.
Okay, okay.
Unfortunately, everyone is already back. But we have another picture.
Yeah, we got another one. We got another one.
3, 2, 1. I have no idea. Oh, I do know where that is.
Here, Steven.
Mitch is getting help from his team. Probably a smart move.
Heck yeah. I mean, that's pretty teamwork building. That's kind of nice.
Are you ready for this?
All right. They're out of here. Is that? No,
Very bad,
that's
very
not
bad.
of them. I always thought these like band things that go on the board are so cool. Like they're just clips on each side. I don't know. This is really lame. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I always thought it was so fascinating. Megan, quick first place. Oh, Mitch is turning on the wheels. Oh my goodness.
Oh, jeez.
I got Steven first.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Steven.
Hey, I got Mitch second.
that the
I
right
got
board?
Megan third.
No, that's the wrong
Lydia,
board,
I got you
Mitch.
last. But I appreciate the hustle. You are
Heck yeah.
sweating, my guy.
It's
He's
kinda
wearing the
rough.
jeans.
I respect it.
All right, let's get our next picture out there. 3,
Heck yeah.
2, 1.
This one. Okay,
Here's
this
a-
is a picture of a football in the air.
You have to get the football in the air.
Football
I don't want a picture of no
flying in the
boring
air.
football.
It does not have to be outside.
I
You're
also
good.
have zero idea where the football
Just
is.
have to find a football somewhere.
Shout out to this music
I
real quick.
thought we had one somewhere.
I feel like it's probably outside, right? Yeah. Whoa, Steven's coming back fast.
Yeah,
Is it in the air? Okay, that's valid.
Hey,
Steven.
nice. Okay, Steve.
Steven,
Okay,
another
Steve.
3 points. He is pulling away with the win.
Lydia coming next.
Let's see it. That's valid. That's 2
Okay,
points.
and Mitch is coming back too. I saw him throwing the football in there. This will be good.
Mitch is just jogging. He's accepted his defeat. Let me see it. Yeah, that's valid.
Okay, okay.
And once again, we have lost Megan.
I think Megan went outside, so we'll try to get her back in here.
All right, I think Steven's in the lead. AJ, are you still keeping track?
Megan.
Steven is up by 3.
Oh, wait.
There might be time to still come back and get this, but
She's coming back. She's coming
Steven's
back.
got the wheels.
Okay, heck yeah.
Oh, there's Megan. She's taking her. She's power walking over here.
Heck yeah.
All right. There's time, I think, for Mitch to come back. Let's see.
Heck yeah.
3,
Let's roll another one.
2, 1. New picture. Oh, a
Kinda
popcorn
fancy.
machine.
And this will be our last one. So
I think this is the last one.
All
So
the marbles.
there is an opportunity for a tie. If Mitch gets first and Steven gets last, I do believe they tie.
So this one's definitely the most difficult one.
Yeah, I have no idea where this
wait,
is.
Mitch.
Whoa, Mitch.
Whoa.
Mitch got it. That's 3
okay, kinda
points.
Nice.
Oh,
Maybe
Megan.
that.
That's 2. If Lydia beats Steven right now, Mitch and Steven tie.
Whoa.
Let's see. I think this one's up to Lydia.
It's for all the marbles.
I have no idea where either of them are. They're lost. You're lost, kid.
Dang.
Let's see. I'm interested. I think it'd be funny if they tied. I think
be
the level
solid.
of intensity was pretty equal.
Yeah.
So,
They're good. I don't know what we're gonna do if they do though.
yeah.
I think that's alright. Oh, bottle flip.
Oh yeah,
I like
guys.
that.
I have a
that.
story for you. So today, I'm like, we have like sports camps here, and I'm a camp counselor. And there's like this game called Dancing Squares. I got like 3 teams of like 5-year-old girls out, and I've never felt so worse in my life. I
so
was like
bad.
at an
Thank you,
all-time low.
AJ.
They were all just mad at me all day. They were tackling me. I was like, oh well, all right.
That's brutal. That's brutal.
It was tough. Steven is
Ooh.
lost.
Steven's looking. Oh, his team's helping him out though. That's kind of nice of them.
Yeah, I don't think people are using their teams to their advantage,
Hey,
honestly.
heck yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
Irvin,
have
tell us a joke.
Josh, why don't you tell us a joke? Do you have a joke? Hey, well, I don't have to, and you do. So,
Lydia is gone. I see
Steven,
Steven.
do you have a
do you
picture?
have the picture?
heck yeah, he does.
Okay.
Oh,
and
okay.
Lydia,
Lydia, you can come back.
Lydia, you can
if
come
want.
back. But I think, according to my scorekeepers, Steven did win by only 1 point. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for
Close,
playing.
a
Mitch,
close
put it
race,
there.
a close race. Props
It was
to
a
the-
good effort, Megan. It was a good
Props to
effort.
this team over there for showing their constant support. And I think that's the reason that Steven pulled ahead.
Yes, he actually
Heck
used
yeah.
his crowd to his advantage.
I was solid. All right, that's it for us.
That's it for us. We are going to invite whoever's
I
coming
think
up.
we're doing. Oh, we're
Oh,
having a meet
our
and greet.
questions. We haven't done these in so long, I feel like.
Okay,
But
heck yeah.
we have a question. What teams are going to the NBA Finals and Nervous Dog or Starbucks? I got the Suns in 6 in the ship, bro.
Heck yeah.
D-Book is unstoppable.
Heck yeah. So everyone stand up and meet someone new. Meet someone that you've never met
meet someone
before.
new, mix and mingle.
Heck yeah. It's good stuff.
All right, you guys can all come to the front and let's get hype. Let's sing with us.
See the soul, molds breaking, flickering out, and then all those singing away inside. For the Lord He is alive. See the lost return. They're better than now. Now these captives bring every chance left behind. Now we see what a beautiful sight. The Lord, living alive. See the world down, one heart at a time. See the strong, old break and the broken now. For the great, see no one can stop. For the Lord, is alive. Such a beautiful sight for the world coming alive. Silent, don't you dare hide your light. There's a world outside your window, so don't let it pass you by. Lift your hands to the heavens, lift your voice to the sky. Praise the Lord of all creations, let His name be lifted high. Thank you guys. You guys can go and have a seat.
On repeat, yeah. How's it going, Merge? You guys doing okay tonight? You sure about that? Well, it's good to see you. I'm glad you all are here tonight. My name is Todd. I'm the pastor of student ministries here at Grace Church Bath Campus. And if tonight is your first night, I just want to say welcome. It's good to have you here. If I haven't had the chance to meet you yet, would love to do so before you leave. But grateful that you've chosen to be here at Merge. All right. How many of you are serving at sports camp this week? Soccer camp. All right, bunch of you. All right, the true question is, how you feeling? Yeah. A couple of you have the absolute privilege of having my son in your group, and all I hear is, wow, he's got a lot of energy. Now you know what I deal with on a 24/7 basis. Even when that kid sleeps, for some reason, that energy is still there. It's unbelievable, all right? But thank you for serving and making just kind of the sacrifice to be here. This auditorium, Monday through Friday this week, and then 3 additional weeks later this summer, it is jam-packed with kids, and it's crazy. So this building gets flipped in the evening on Wednesday for Merge, but tomorrow morning this gym will be full with kids again. And so thank you for those that are serving at sports camp, and just kind of really all of you that will be serving throughout the summer. Grateful for you. All right, those things are not possible without you. Hey, earlier Charles was up here and he was sharing a couple things just about kind of what's coming up tomorrow night. Listen, if you are going on a go trip, so that will be Mazatlan, Mexico. That'll be Urban Hope, which is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And then our Haiti team had to shift gears a little bit. You can be praying for the Haiti team. I'm grateful that they are still having the chance to travel somewhere, but they will not be going to Haiti because of some things that are happening in Haiti, and it's not a safe environment right now for us to take a team. But instead, they're going to pivot and they're going to go out to Los Angeles. We actually have an Urban Hope training center, very similar to what we partner with in Philly. There's actually a training center out in LA, and so that team will be pivoting. Same dates, but just going out there instead. So for those of you that are going on a go trip, ask that you prioritize being here tomorrow night, 7 to 9 o'clock, right here in this auditorium. It's kind of be our final gathering before we leave, because Philly and Mexico leave on Saturday, and then I think next Wednesday is when the LA team is going to be taking off. And so we're kind of heading into that season. We're excited about it. But if you are not a part of a go team, All right, that invite is also available to you. We would love for you to be here tomorrow night because here's the deal. Whether you're on the team or not, you are a part of our ministry, and the work that takes place in all three of those locations is only as powerful with you guys kind of being on the home front here praying for us, all right? And so tomorrow, we just invite you. We'd love to have you out here. Bring your family, bring your friends. It's going to be a party. We're going to have some worship. There's going to be a time of prayer, and then you guys get to kind of see who's going on each trip. So be here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, right here in the auditorium, and we'll go till about 9 o'clock, very similar to Merge right here. So that invite is for everybody. Okay. Charles mentioned next Wednesday that there is no Merge. Please make sure you don't show up. You'll be by yourself, which is not fun, all right? So don't be here next Wednesday, but July 7th, we will be back on right here, and listen very carefully. Do not miss July 7th. We have a huge announcement that we want to make, but we need you here, all right? July 7th, right here on this stage, there's going to be a big announcement. You do not want to miss it. Okay, I would spill the beans now, but that's no fun. Come back July 7th and you'll hear it. Cool. All right, hey, we're going to jump in. We have been and will continue over the course of the summer being in a series that we're calling Summer 7. If tonight is your first night, this will be kind of a crash course of where we've been as we continue our conversation on where we're going to be going tonight and for the rest of the summer. But my desire for us this summer is that we kind of wrap our minds around 7 different topics. 7 aspects that if you understand and you put into practice, you are going to walk away from summer 2021 and this summer being the best summer of your life. All right? I'm actually guaranteeing that because these 7 things are super important for every single one of us in our journeys, in our lives. And so if you understand it and you put it into practice, it's going to change your life and it's going to allow you to experience the best summer ever. All right? And so 3 weeks ago, we kicked off this conversation. Week 1, we looked at this topic, this idea of priorities. Every single one of us have things in our lives that we give more attention to, put more weight towards than others. And what we've done is we've looked at the importance of what our priorities are in our lives. And we looked at Matthew chapter 6, where Jesus is kind of saying, listen, don't worry so much about the things of this world. Don't worry about the clothes on your back. Don't worry about the food you eat. Those things are going to be taken care of for you. Put your attention, put your focus, allow me to be the priority. And that's where Jesus is kind of pointing our attention to there in Matthew chapter 6. He says, when you make me the number one priority, the rest is going to fall into place, but start there. And so it was a great starting conversation for us as we looked at this summer, as we thought through our lives and how we prioritized certain things. We took that a step forward and further the second week where we looked at those priorities again. And I brought a ladder out here because I said for each of us, we will put them on a different step of that priority ladder. And what we did is we looked at anything that goes above God in our lives. We call that an idol, right? And it's this kind of biblical term, this churchy word called idolatry, where we will give our attention or our focus to certain things. And if it's above God, if we give that area of our life more attention than God, we would see that as being an idol. And God's desire, we say that God is this jealous God. We think that God desires and wants our full attention. And so I said, if God is not on that first or that top step of the ladder, right, then we kind of have to do a little soul searching. We have to kind of figure out why he's not. And I shared with you some different areas of my life, areas that are even good. You would say that our family is such a good thing. My relationship with my wife, my kids, all of that is great. I look at them as being blessings from God. They really are. But they don't take a higher step than God. And so what we did is we looked at Mark chapter 10. And we looked at this man, the rich young ruler. And Jesus kind of had this interaction with him. And this guy, he thought he had his life all together. He thought he was in a good place. He thought that when he was going to talk with Jesus, he's like, man, Jesus is going to think I'm the man. That I literally am living the best life that I possibly can to follow him. And Jesus knew all of this about him, but there was one thing that this man got faced with when he was interacting with Jesus. Jesus is like, listen, you're doing a good job, but would you give up your wealth? Would you give up all of your possession and follow me? And this man looked at Jesus and said, hey, no deal. There's no way. I can't give up what means the most to me in this area, because everything I know about who I am is going to change if I sacrifice that area of my life. And he chose to walk away. Right? If you think about that ladder, basically what's happening is, hey, at the very top is going to be my wealth, and as long as I can hold on to that, then everything else will fall into place. And Jesus is like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. I want you to follow me, put me at the top. And so we looked at our priorities. We looked at anything above God is an idol in our lives. And last week, what we did is we started to unpack it, and we made it a little personal. And I had you kind of think about your past. Think about who you are as a young person, as an individual. And for some of us, we are carrying some weight from the baggage that we have from our past. You have experiences that from choices that you've made, maybe from choices that others made towards you, and what you're doing is this baggage is resulting in shame. And you're carrying this unnecessary weight. Things of the past that you're holding on to where really you don't have to. And so what we did is we started to process and unpack the shame that we all carry. And we looked at this incredible story, one of my favorites in the Gospels, where Jesus interacted with this woman, the Samaritan woman, in the middle of the afternoon. And Jesus, this is kind of the first time that he revealed who he was when he was here on earth to somebody of the public, right? He had his closest few that were following him, but here was a stranger, someone of the public saying, hey, I am the Messiah, he's saying. I am the one who has come to change everything. And he started to reveal this woman's past, basically kind of laying out, hey, I know who you are. I know about your husband, right? I know that you've had 5 husbands, and the man that you're living with now is not your husband. And she started to see, like she probably started to get freaked out a little bit. It's like, okay, yeah, you must be this prophet, right? You must know, like, can read the past. You know everything about me. No. He reveals who he is, and she runs from that interaction completely changed. She realized that no matter who she was in that moment, the weight that she carried from her past and her shame, she didn't have to focus on that anymore. She actually ran out of there a different person because she knew and understood who Jesus was. And the truth, or the same is true for you. We don't have to be defined by our past. We don't have to carry the shame from past decisions. We can turn it over to him because the truth is, he already knows about it anyway. We can give it over to him and be used by him in incredible ways. All right, and so you're seeing this is a pretty powerful journey that we've been on as we've been looking at this idea of the Summer 7. And I want us to press a little bit further. And as I was preparing for this, I'll be honest, I was convicted pretty hard because this is an area that would probably be one of my greatest weaknesses. All right, and so I'm kind of coming to you tonight, like I'm teaching this. I want you to be able to understand this, but please don't come at kind of what I'm saying tonight as something that's like, you need to fix this. No, because this is coming from a position of like, guys, I struggle with this in a big way, all right? And I'm kind of like learning while I'm teaching this to you here this evening, all right? So why don't you guys open up your Bibles? You can turn on your phones, that's fine. We're going to look at the book of Matthew, chapter 25. Book of Matthew, chapter 25, and we're going to start in verse 31. All right, we've got several verses to read, so you can follow along as I read this. But Matthew chapter 25, encourage you to kind of highlight that, bookmark it, do what you got to do. Come back and read this again because we're going to read through it once, and you're going to be like, oh, I don't know, that doesn't feel too good, right? It might actually have you kind of your wheels turning a little bit in your mind. But before we do this, I just want you to know, no matter where you are when it comes to a personal relationship with Jesus, above all, I want you to know that I am so glad that you're here. I'm grateful that even if you came with a friend, that you're here tonight, and that's a big deal to me. I don't think it's by accident that you're sitting in this room, but I just encourage you to have an open mind and an open heart to what we're going to be talking about here this evening. All right, so Matthew chapter 25, starting in verse 31, here's what it says. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, he will sit on his glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people one from another, as a shepherd, S's are struggles for me, I apologize, as a shepherd separates the sheep from his goats. He will put the sheep on his right and his goats on his left. Verse 34, when the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by the Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came and visited me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you as a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" Verse 40, you can highlight this one. The king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Then he will say to those on his left, "Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, and you did not invite me in. I needed clothes, and you did not clothe me. I was sick and in prison, and you did not look after me." They also will answer, "Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty or a stranger or needing clothes or sick or in prison and did not help you?" He will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me." Then they will go away to the eternal punishment, but the righteous to eternal life. So as you look at these verses here, you're like, okay. There's quite a bit to unpack for a little, for a minute here. There's some things in here as Jesus is saying this and using this as a teaching moment, where it's like there's going to be a time where we're going to be separated before God. And these things, he's looking at us and saying, hey, did you do these things or did you not? Now, we're not going to press so much into kind of the nitty-gritty of what's being said here, but I think that there is a high-level theme or a topic that we can actually walk away with that every single one of us in this room struggle with in some way, shape, or form. All right? And so we'll get to that in just a second. But here's the thing that I think about summer. All right? I think there is this, an American ideal summer that we all long for. All right? There is this like picture perfect summer that when school ends, you've got this freedom that comes with it, and we're looking forward to the day when school is out. And as I think about this picture perfect summer, I think it is actually one that is built off of selfish desires. Here's what I mean, all right? We'll sit there and we'll choose to sleep in till noon, all right? We'll sit here and be like, listen, I'm going to actually wake up at noon, and then I'm going to go out by the pool and just lounge around for a couple more hours. Or we'll think about ourselves saying, hey, you know what? I'll rest in the afternoon because tonight I'm just going to go hang out with my friends. It's going to be a late night, and we're going to do whatever we need to do, right? See, what happens is all of those things, there's absolutely nothing wrong with them, all right? So make sure you hear my heart here. I am not saying that any of those things are wrong. I'm not. But what I am saying is the mindset and the desire of when we think of summer, it comes from a position or a posture of, I just want to do anything that I possibly can to benefit me. I just want to have fun. I just want to sleep and rest. I just want to, right? And it's your vacation. It's your break. You don't have to worry about the school assignments. You don't have to follow these deadlines. You do get to just think about yourself for a little bit. But this posture, this desire of summer is actually rooted in this selfish mindset. And so as we think about this, what happens is over the course of time in summer, when we are kind of controlled by those selfish desires, there's an outcome, and this is where I think we all come in kind of a commonality. We all come under this idea. It's this idea of laziness. And I said as I was preparing this is one of my biggest struggles, right? It's amazing how when we think of only ourselves, it will actually get to a place where it results in laziness and how we interact with other people. And so laziness is actually the theme or the topic that I want to push into tonight. And I'm actually going to tie it back to the verses that we just read. Now, there's the problem, I'm going to give you the solution right off the bat here. We can actually counteract that laziness, that selfish mindset, by the things that we've previously talked about here at Merge the past 3 weeks. When we see the life-changing effects of coming into good priorities and making sure that God is at the top of that ladder and actually dealing with the past and not being controlled by our past and our shame, it's when we experience that life change, it gives us the ability to look at life and to think differently. And so when we think of summer, can put ourselves down a path where it's going to result in laziness. But when we allow the things that we've already have what we talked about the past couple of weeks, when we put those things into practice, it gets us to think and look differently. The perspective that we have will completely change. We're not going to be so consumed about looking inward towards ourselves, but our focus and our attention is going to begin to look outward. We're going to begin to see other people differently. And when you experience this ultimate life change, what happens is when we experience the freedom from our past, this shame, you won't be able to not tell other people about it. You are going to be motivated. You are going to have this burning desire to go share to other people what has happened in your life. You can't control it. You're just going to overflow with the excitement to share what has happened in your life. And with this idea, what happens is your summer is going to look like one of motivation and eagerness versus one of sluggishness and laziness, if that's a word. And I don't know about you, but this is something that as I was preparing, it motivated me. Summertime is a crazy season for me. I feel like I'm running around like a chicken with its head cut off most of the time. And so this idea of laziness isn't necessarily you doing things, it's actually a mindset. It's this like perspective that I just want to give everything I've got to anything that I'm doing right before me. And as we look at the verses that we read here in Matthew chapter 25, what Jesus is doing here is he's giving us this profound example, almost like a roadmap to live our lives by. He's actually giving us some clarity and some direction on what to do with our lives while we're here. You know, some of us, I've had interactions or conversations with you, and you're like, I don't know what God wants me to do. Right, there's a couple things that we always talk about here at Merge. Right, we look at the Bible, and I think that he calls us to do two specific things above everything. Love him with everything we've got, and love other people. That's like a foundation layer, right? Foundation's built, boom. But then I start looking at these verses, and I'm like, okay, he's actually giving us some clues on how to live our lives a little bit. And so as we think about what was written here, and as Jesus was using this as a teaching moment, he's saying, listen, do like those things, you did that for me, but not to me directly, you did it for other people. And because you did it for them, as a result, you did it for me. And so we're going to press into this idea as we kind of debunk and help ourselves understand what it means to have the best summer ever and not be lazy. Above all, I want you to understand, you know this, that our relationship with Jesus, our eternal destination of heaven, and that's what this is talking about here in Matthew chapter 25. There's kind of two destinations. We can have an eternity in heaven, or the other result is an eternity in hell. And as Jesus is laying this out, when for us to experience heaven, it's through a faith, a relationship in him, knowing that he sacrificed his life. God gave us his son, Jesus, that he paid the sacrifice for us to be able to have this eternal life. But as a Christ follower or a Christian, we're also being asked to live our lives in a different way, to be set apart from the rest of the world. The Bible, throughout the Gospels here, it even talks about how, as a Christ follower, you are to be the salt and the light of the earth. You are to bring flavor. You were to bring light, a brightness to this world. Because the truth is, our world is very dark. Our world doesn't have flavor. It wants to just not exist, right? There is this desire of hey, you just do you. Whatever brings you happiness, pursue that. But ultimately, that path will lead to destruction. What Jesus calls us to is a life that is set apart, to not just go with the flow, to not just do what the world is calling us to do, but rather live our lives in the way that He is calling us to live. You get to bring the flavor. You get to bring the light to this darkened world. And so knowing as a Christ follower that we are to be set apart, these verses, what they're doing is showing us really how to do that. As we look at the needs of other people, as we start to see other people instead of ourselves. In verse 40, let's put it up here. It says, the king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers or sisters of mine, you did it for me. So if you see the needs of other people and you provide them what they need in that moment, whether it's clothes or company or a drink, whatever it is, he's saying you're seeing other people, but you're ultimately doing it for me. And so I want you to write this down. All right, put up the next slide there for me, please. I want you to write this down. If we view helping the needy in our world as if we were helping take care of Jesus, there's no way we would sit and do nothing while they were suffering. Think about that. Because when the people who were listening to Jesus say this, they're like, all right, Jesus, you said we provided you food when you were hungry. We provided you a drink when you were thirsty. When you were in prison, we visited. When you were sick, we cared for you. When? And they were probably scratching their head a little bit, what do you mean we've done this for you? Because these people who would have been listening to Jesus, they were following his every move. Where Jesus went, they went. They wanted to hear what he had to say. And here he's like, no, you're missing this. When you do these things for those that need it, when you do those things and you are being the salt and the light of this world, you're doing those things for me. And this is when I think if we can help the needy in our world, when we can begin seeing the other people that we live life with, and we're having this mindset of, man, we would do this for Jesus in a heartbeat. And so I want to do this for others. There is no way that we would sit and be lazy. There is no way that we would just sit there and do nothing in the moment while that individual is suffering. We would do it with a motivation and an eagerness to make a difference in that person's life. I guarantee it, guys, if Jesus walked through that door right now, right, I'd be out. I'm after him, right? And seriously, every single one of you, your attention would be drawn towards him. It doesn't matter what's happening in this room. There's nobody picking up a football to pass it with each other. We would be fully locked in to who he is. We would want to know what he's saying. We would want to know what he's doing. We would be in a heartbeat offering, Jesus, what do you need? What can I do for you? You need to sit? Right? You need a ginger ale with limeade? Right? What do you need, Jesus? I am here. Our entire focus would be locked in on him. Why? Because he's God. There's no way that our attention would not be locked in on him. But let me tell you this. Would you react the same way if a homeless man walked in this room right now and just said, I need something to eat? How many of you would go talk to that individual? Would you have the same eagerness and motivation to go after that individual like it would be if Jesus walked in that door? Let me make it a little bit more practical. What would you do tonight if somebody walked in to Merge tonight who's a peer of yours? It's their very first time to Merge and they don't know anybody. Are you going to have the same eagerness and motivation to run to that individual like it would be if Jesus ran through that door? You see, this is where he's getting at. He's like, listen, when you treat my children, when you treat your brothers and sisters when they are in need, when you help meet their need, you're not just doing it for them, you're also doing it for me. This changes our perspective. His desire is for us to have the same passion towards other people like we would for him. He wants us to go all in on making him known. And so you're like, Todd, what does this have to do with laziness? Guys, I have to share with you that I too quickly and too easily become consumed with what Todd wants. Like literally, I wrestle with this on a daily basis. Because everything in our world is saying, listen, just be happy. Do whatever feels good to you. And what happens is I get consumed with that mindset and I lose sight of who Jesus is and what he's calling me to do in my life. And so this summer, my challenge for you and I is like, what if we cannot be consumed with ourselves? And all of those things I said earlier about doing summer, it's your vacation, it's your break. Enjoy those things. But what if we started to develop this like ability, this muscle in who we are, the chance to like think about other people before we think of ourselves? As we think about that priority list that we've talked about, if we understand that God is at the top, we've made Jesus number one in our lives, and we've experienced that freedom from our past shame, here's what happens. We will naturally want to get our butts off the couch, go out, and begin sharing with other people the transformation that we have experienced in our lives. Like, you can't help but go do those things. When we experience that freedom from shame and we make Jesus the top priority and we've experienced the transformation of who he is in our lives, we naturally begin to see other people the way that he sees them. It's not just a homeless man begging for money. It's not just a new person showing up at Merge. That is a child of God who he loves desperately. And he's looking at you saying, listen, junior at Copley High School, I need you to be the salt and the light of this world. I need you to go and interact with that person the same way that you would interact with me. When we experience those things, what happens is you will see the needy, you will see the hurt, you will see the broken, and you will treat them with the love that Jesus has for them. It's a big deal. And so if you want to make this summer the best one yet, then don't waste it by being lazy. Don't waste it of just thinking about yourself. Look for ways to care and serve with your life. Truly, I tell you, whatever you did for the least of my brothers and sisters, you did for me. We provide opportunities throughout the summer for you guys as high school students to serve, whether it's sports camp, go trips, Bible camp, you name it. And those are all great opportunities. Encourage you to jump into those if you can. But here's the thing. I want to challenge you with something. I want to help you and also use this as a reminder for myself in my own life. What would it look like for you to begin developing this habit, developing this skill of looking for opportunities elsewhere? What would it look like for you if you found ways this summer to serve? Maybe it means, all right, this is extreme. What if it means to go to downtown Akron, go hang outside the Haven of Rest and begin talking to a homeless person? What if you would interact with them and take them a meal and just start talking to them? How many people would talk to that individual in that day? Maybe for you, it's like serving at one of our local city partners, right? Going to Legacies of Success and helping build homes, working with Habitat for Humanity, going to the Haven of Rest, you name it. going down to Rahab Ministries and learning about their ministry and seeing how you can begin serving that way. What would it look like for you to do that? Maybe it's a family in your neighborhood. Maybe you have an elderly couple living next door and their yard is starting to get out of hand. What would it look like for, without even asking, just go over and start pulling the weeds out of their garden and serving them? I'll be real with you, those are all extreme examples. I think we can even, not necessarily scale it back, but I think I can give you a more easy, practical step to take when you walk out of this room here tonight. My desire is for Jesus to look at me and say, Todd, well done. You've loved me well because you've loved other people. And I think an easy way that we can start putting ourselves down that path is simply by praying. Praying for other people. If you've known me long enough or if you've been around Grace Church enough, you would hear us say, pray for your three. And what we mean by that is that we want you to think of three people that do not know Jesus for themselves personally. And I guarantee it that every single one of you in this room can think of those three people. What would it look like for you right now to write those three names down in your phone? Put it in your notes so that when you open it up, you see those names and you begin to stop and just begin praying for those three people. You will be amazed at how God will work through those moments of even just simply praying for those individuals. He's going to give you opportunity. He's going to give you ways for you to be salt and light to that individual. Be ready. So there's a great first step that you can walk out of this room here tonight with three names that you are committed to praying for. The second thing you do that I think is a very easy step is encouraging other people. Some of you are really good at this. I struggle with this sometimes. But to encourage someone, that you would actually stop right now and that you would actually text a friend that you know that they had a bad day and you're like, hey, I just want you to know I was thinking about you. And I'm sorry that happened, but man, I'm grateful that we're friends. And if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. Hey, why don't we get together tomorrow night? We'll go grab a bite to eat. We'll hang out. I'd love to see you. Do you know how much that message alone will do for that individual? Guys, maybe it's actually handwriting a letter. That still exists, I know. You can actually put a stamp on something and take it to the post office and it'll actually mail. It's crazy. What if you went old school a little bit? Every single one of us, I guarantee it, we love receiving mail at home. There's reasons why I still enjoy sending an old-fashioned card to somebody. Because I know, maybe I open it to see if a $10 bill falls out, all right? I'll be honest. But to hear a personal message handwritten by somebody, what if you began to encourage? So this is what I want us to do. I want the band to come up and I want them to get settled in. And I just want to provide you some space. No matter what it is, I just challenge you to start somewhere as we tackle this beast of laziness. I just want you to start somewhere tonight. I think the goal that we can have in mind is to identify and figure out what it looks like for you and I to be the hands and feet of Jesus. To literally resemble him here on this earth. And so what does it look like for you to begin not focusing on ourselves anymore, but begin seeing other people the way that Jesus sees them? And so this is my question for you. While the band plays this, I want you to think about it this summer. How are you going to be the hands and feet of Jesus? How are you going to meet people and love them the way that he loves them? That's the question that I want you to think about tonight. And if you want to process this, talk about what it looks like, how this shows up in your life, I'd love to talk with you. Charles, Zoe, John, we'd love to talk with you about what this looks like for you. All right, would you pray with me? Jesus, thank you for just the opportunity to be here tonight. Lord, this one's heavy for me, Jesus, because I know that this is an area of struggle in my life. It's amazing how quickly I can be so consumed with my desires and my wants, Lord, that I lose sight of who you are and what you want for my life. And Lord, as a result of that, I just become completely lazy. And so, Lord, would you just meet me here in this moment? Would you allow me to see what it looks like to put you at the very top of that priority list, and that you would provide me opportunities to love people the way that you love them? But God, my prayer is the same for these people in this room right now. That this summer would be a summer fueled and motivated by you. That these young people in this room would see the importance of being the salt and the light of this world, and the impact that they can make by simply looking and seeing the opportunity to serve, to be your hands and feet in their neighborhoods, Lord, on the Go team, here in the sports camp. I look at these different team names and they represent souls, Lord. That our young people would be able to be the hands and feet to those children. Even as we serve at Momentum, our Bible camp. And God, even as we go back into our schools, what does it look like to change our perspective and to be motivated to run after you above all, Lord, but looking for the opportunity to bring other people on that journey? Lord, that's our prayer. We love you.
I don't wanna miss the beauty of heaven all
So this next song we're going to sing is called Greatness of God. And it talks about holding your head up. Because in life, we can be full of this shame and this guilt and this weight that just holds us down. But Jesus Christ already conquered that. And he is victorious over all of our sin and death. So I just want you to remember that while we sing these words.
People come together, strangers, neighbors, our blood is one. Children of generations, of every nation, of kingdom come. So don't let your heart be troubled. Hold your head up high, don't fear no evil. Fix your eyes on this one truth.
All right, so we get this amazing opportunity to praise God. I mean, that's not all the time. This is an amazing time that we get to declare Jesus' name to everybody we know. So I'm gonna invite you guys to come up to the front and get ready. There's a little bit of a long intro, but we're just gonna get pumped for this.
Can hang out. Guys, thanks so much for coming to Merge. Do us a solid, stack up your chair, 8 high, and we're gonna play some basketball. Thanks, guys, for stacking up your chair. Ooh, also, we got some costume jewelry rings, not diamonds, but they're cool rings, left in the women's restroom. So if you are a woman and left 2 rings in the restroom, we got them. Play. Are you getting that?